So now I'm going to talk about something called parallel structure. Well, what is that? In order to be parallel, a sentence has to match in grammatical form. In other words, things like verbs and nouns and phrases, they all have to be in the same format. They all have to match. So if the parts of the sentence do not match, then you're going to end up having a problem with parallelism. So let's take a look at this. If you have a sentence that says, I like walking, jogging, and running, then that sentence is parallel. Walking, jogging, and running are all ing verbs. Or let's look at this one. If you say, I know how to make cookies, when to bake them, and what to do with them after, I know I do, you have how to make, when to bake, and what to do. Those are all phrases, and they all match. They're all in the same format. Now how about this one? If you say, I like going fishing, food, and France, well, you have an ing word, and then you have food, which is a noun, and France, which is a noun, and going fishing. So this does not match. Well, how do I revise parallel structure? You have a couple of options here. The first thing that you can do is check your verbs. Make sure that they are matching. If that works out for you, then go back again. Check your nouns and make sure that your nouns are matching. And then finally, you want to go back and check your phrases. Do they match? If all three of those things match, then you're probably okay as far as parallelism. And if not, then you want to reword. For instance, in our example here, if you say, I like going fishing, eating food, and visiting France, then you're parallel. Or what if you say, I like fishing, food, and France? Now, getting rid of the going, you've made that into a noun. Or how about another one? I enjoy watching TV, to swim, and rode a bike. All right, this one's a mess. So we have watching TV, to swim, and rode. Okay, so if we say watching TV, then we need swimming and riding, right, to make them parallel. Or if we go back to our cookies here, if you say, I know how to make cookies, love the act of baking, and eat too many. All right, well, you have a how to make, and then a love, and then an eat. All right, well, this is not parallel. So in this case, I would just reword. Like, I know how to make cookies, and I love the act of baking, but I always eat too many. Add a bunch of ands and buts to separate the phrases so that you don't have to make them parallel. Overall, parallel structure just means that everything is in the same format. Everything matches.